white being one of my favorite colors to decorate with. It's like things have to be super durable and like just you can wash it, hose it down. Just
Totally.
yeah. So I really like my grandma definitely instilled a kind of refined, like I love, you know, pretty and delicate things, classic things, and but I also really like hardy kind of just hardy stuff.
Right. And maybe that obviously comes from growing up on a farm too. So your mom has two pony gardens.
Yeah.
Is that officially in Long Lake or that
It's
area?
like it's right on the border of like Long Lake and Medina and Orono, so it's
So beautiful. And
pick
so for
one,
people
yeah.
who don't know, she does dahlias and
Yeah.
the
They have
peaks of,
like pizza nights and they have a kids camp, which is kind of up in the air.
oh
It's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
happen this summer, but it's a pretty magical place.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really
So can
magical.
you talk about how that influenced you, both with your grandmother and, your other influences to where you
Yeah,
live today?
yeah. I think just like thinking back to the farmhouse, there's so many little scenes in my life that look like that, just like
Yeah.
little gatherings of things in the windows and just little collections and
Oh,
little
sure.
just
Hmm.
seashells and rocks and all of that.
Nature.
Yeah,
Hmm.
nature. There was a lot of like using nature to decorate, and
Hmm. Hmm.
um, just it was just like old Oriental rugs on top of old dry wood floors and just lots of layers of things that have been there for felt like it had been there forever and
For sure.
yeah, like not a lot of new furniture or new things, a lot of hand me
Hmm.
downs, but in the best way.
Yeah, totally. And
Yeah.
then you got it, I just love the floral that you've been doing. I think I
Yeah.
saw that you guys sold out for Mother's Day. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it was kind of a bonkers Mother's Day. I think I got in a little over my head. It was
Because you
I'm
do
still
those by yourself,
recovering.
right?
Huh?
You're doing those arrangements all yourself,
Yeah,
right?
and
Hmm.
I capped it off at 40, which is the amount I usually do for a holiday, but I didn't really factor in like how tricky it would be with quarantine, and
Oh, sure.
some of my deliveries from the wholesalers didn't come in, and everything was trickier. So
Yeah.
it was a learning experience for sure, and everyone was so sweet and patient, that they had to like stand
Oh.
outside in the drizzle 6 feet apart from everyone else waiting,
Oh,
and I was only one in the
that's worth
shop,
it.
so I'm like making the arrangement and then hollering out like, "What's your name? I'll get you
Oh.
mine." Yeah, but Ruby
Well,
was there and she was customer service, so
oh.
everyone left happy, thank goodness.
How did you get into that? When did you've been doing that for a couple of years now, maybe, or maybe not even that long?
Flowers, yeah. So when I moved to New York and I was working in the Holly Hunt showroom in
Okay.
New York, it's like big, fancy, high end, very cool
Hmm.
place. But,
Hmm.
they knew I was from a farm, like the country, and they just assumed that, oh, you know everything about plants and flowers. Like, you do
Yeah.
the flowers for the showroom.
Yeah.
And I was like, that sounds amazing. Yes. Because, like, you get an account in the flower market,
Oh,
the flower
oh my
district,
gosh.
like on 26th
Yeah.
Street. So
Mhm.
I got to go every Tuesday morning and pick out tons of flowers and arrange them. And so I did kind of like, yeah, the floral styling for the New York Holly Hunt showrooms.
Oh, I
And
love that. Yeah.
yeah, it was definitely like trial by fire. I didn't quite know what I was doing, but I really like research and just got a bunch of books and talked to the guys at the flower market and um, just
That's awesome.
yeah,
Self-taught.
figured it out. Figured it
Yeah.
out.
Hmm.
Definitely made some mistakes. Some yeah, but figured it out.
Hmm.
And so
Hmm.
that's kind of how I got into doing flowers. And then when I got back and opened the shop, just
Hmm.
arranging flowers just around the shop, and then started selling
Hmm.
them like on Valentine's Day, and still having the feeling like I was imposter, you know, like I'm not a real florist, and I still feel like I don't know. I'm
Oh no, but you're a
yeah
stylist, you're an artist, yeah, all those things. And
yeah I guess
they're they're just so loose and natural, and
yeah
I just love them. Yeah, they really have a
yeah
look.
yeah. So it's been really fun to do flowers.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, so let's see, I had a couple other questions. Um, I was going to check too. I want to make sure if anybody has any questions or anything that you want to talk about too, Anna, that I'm not asking.
Good.
Do you have any new collections or anything that will be coming up, in the summer or?
Yeah, we are trying to keep it um, like just stay with our best sellers.
That makes
Not
sense.
bring on too much new stuff. We have kind of built. We're going to be bringing in a lot more books and some
Oh,
more.
you are great.
Yeah, some more art supplies. Heather, who works with us, she was at Wild Rumpus for 5 years
Yes.
before she came to us. So she's
Wow.
just like this amazing book collector, and so just like full of love and light, and so fantastic. And so we're working together, kind of building a little library section in
Oh,
the
I'm
shop.
excited about that.
Yeah,
That's
so
fantastic.
a lot of books,
See what you curate.
yeah.
Oh, somebody's commenting. Thank you for including seeds this year.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that
yeah.
was
So things like that, like seeds, were up in our garden. Just trying to think of what people want to do right now, and I feel like it's like gardening, reading, painting, arts,
totally
crafts, kind of those.
beeswax candles always.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we're going to be bringing on anything wild and wacky. We were right before this whole thing happened. We were about to start work on our on a second shop, which was going to be furniture.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we
Okay.
we were about to sign a lease in the old soap factory building, which is wild because that's where Lillian, who works, as the manager of the Foundry,
Mhm.
she was the kind of manager over at the soap factory. So
Oh, I
it
didn't
was,
know that about Lillian.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Um,
So
but
kind of putting that on hold, or are you still?
yeah, we're just gonna like stick with just make sure we kind of stay strong through all this, and
Totally.
we're lucky that we kind of sling utilitarians useful things. So I
Mhm.
don't think, I don't know, going into crazy furniture world right now is, we're just gonna put that on
Yeah.
hold, put that on the back
Yeah.
burner for now. Yeah.
I know what I wanted to bring up too, and I don't know who thought of this, but I love the prompts you all have been doing,
The
where
props.
the prompts, like, were you
Oh,
asking
the storied objects.
the storied
Yeah.
objects? Yeah. Do you want to talk about that a little
Yeah.
bit?
Yeah. Just, it's like we're all hanging out in our houses so much, and I don't know, it's nice to slow down, and I know I'm noticing more in my house,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
just thinking about it, like you just have the space to kind of meditate on these things, and
Mm-hmm.
it just felt like a sweet way to connect with everyone. The first video call we did after we closed the shop in early March, we was it a video chat, or we had a group chat, the staff, and we ended up, everybody had been like looking at old picture albums, and so we
Oh,
just like, there was just this like rampage of old like hilarious school photos, and Adam on the farm, and Aaron with this like amazing big 80s hair, and
oh, I love that.
just it, it, it
Mm-hmm.
was really fun. It felt like it really connected us, and so we thought it'd be fun to do that with um, you know the community, and it's a fun way to like make it not about sales all the time. It's nice
Mm-hmm.
to, it doesn't have to be stuff from the Foundry. Not everything in my house is from the Foundry. Uh,
Right.
and it's, I don't know, it's nice just to like see people's collections.
I love it. I exactly, just as a voyeurism, kind of like you know, getting to know people this way even.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's really sweet where people have been kind of almost touring their house in a new way. And
Yeah. I
yeah,
love
looking
it.
at a rock collection or that's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, well, we are so thrilled that you let us in. I know you
Oh my gosh, I know.
you're so modest and
I'm so shy. My mom and I
you
are both this way, which is very funny
oh
that
really?
we both have like this very public life, but we like all we want to do is like hang out at home like by ourselves or with our dogs or
Right.
each other. So it's funny that we've like built this life where, you know, we yeah, but I love it. I
Exactly.
love it, and she loves it too.
Yeah,
It's,
that's great. How many siblings do you have? I don't think I know.
I just
Yeah.
have one. I have
Oh, you
older
just
sister, yeah, Katie
yeah.
Rose.
Okay.
I have a cousin who I'm really close with, who's like my sister. Well, yeah, I feel like my cousins are like my sisters, which is really
Yeah.
nice. But yeah, I
Yeah.
have my older sister who lives in upstate New York, and
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I encourage people. Are you guys going to keep doing the storied objects series?
Yes, please, yeah,
Yeah.
and please, people like, you know, participate because it's so fun. I've talked to a couple clients when they've stopped by and they've said, oh, you know, I've been thinking about doing it, but like, you know, I get it. Like I get shy too.
Yeah.
I think the quarantine forced me to share my house,
Mm-hmm.
which
Mm-hmm.
is, you know, it was like pulling teeth, but we did it. And now it's nice. It's nice to share it. And, um, yeah, I just would love for people to share their stuff too.
No, I love it. I mean, when you started sharing little bits of your house, it was just so peaceful. And yeah, it's like pulling back the curtain of behind the scenes of a shop that we all have loved so much. So
Yeah.
I know I speak for a lot of people and thanking you for
Oh,
sharing
well,
those on your Instagram and then
yeah.
also today. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been really
Well,
great.
I do have to tell you though that it's not like perfect everywhere. The laundry room, I just shoved
Yeah.
baskets full of stuff.
Right.
So, you know, I just want everyone to know that it's not like perfect in every nook and cranny. There was a lot of stuffing happening up to like 15 minutes before this phone call.
Well, that's fantastic. And I mean, again, I'm just like, I need to have a photographer lined up right after these
Oh,
things to
yeah.
go shoot
Well,
because
it's
it's
yours,
really
Kelly. It's yours. You've been waiting long enough. So thank you.
well. We had a lot of people join us, and I want to thank everyone.
Yeah.
And really thank you, Anna, so much for sharing
Thank you,
this time
Kelly.
with us.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was great.
All right. Take care,
All right.
everybody. We'll see you
Yep.
next week. Okay. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye.